Hi students, so happy to see you. Dr. Matthews, welcoming you to the beginning of the fall semester, but it's also the beginning of your second year in the program. So I don't know, I'm hoping that feels good for you knowing that you made it through your first year. Second year is going to be focused on a lot of skills, including this class. Things are going to come together a lot more for you this fall and spring in anticipation of getting you ready for your third year, which is going to be your practicum and internship. So I am so excited to be teaching. We call it, my short version of this course is individual counseling. I love it. I love it. I loved it when I was a student in my master's program. And I really love to teach it. Like even when I was getting my doctorate, I was like a TA helping my professors to teach this course. It's just one of those that I've always really enjoyed. So you're gonna see a lot of excitement from me. It's my very first time teaching this course at Salem. Dr. Ann has taught it traditionally, and she gave it up to me this year, so I'm happy about that. But I taught the course for 9 years in California, and that, like I said, that's not even counting when I was a doc student and was kind of helping with courses. So I think I like seeing your growth. This is a class you are going to grow so much during this semester. You're going to be shocked and amazed. And I'll remind you all at the end, because I do it every semester. You know, I tell students you're going to be so nervous and unsure, and then by the end you're just going to be like, whatever, you know, okay, another video or another practice of my counseling skills. You're going to grow so much. And I really enjoy being a part of that and in encouraging you and supporting you. And so just know I'm going to be there right along with you the whole semester. We've got a great textbook and MindTap, which I'm really excited about. This is my first time using MindTap, so it's new to me too. I had to kind of learn it a little bit this summer so I could kind of set up your assignments and things. But so anyway, I'm just truly excited. I'm not even pretending. I'm really excited. So I keep looking over because I have the textbook. You all aren't going to get a hard copy, but you know, nowadays you can rent texts and you don't have to keep them. But this is a book that you're gonna want for a while. This is a keeper. Like this is going to be something you're gonna refer back to as a student, and maybe even once you're in the field. So, or the profession. So what I did with MindTap, you get an electronic version of our text, so you have access to it. You can read it electronically. That's fine. But I made sure it was only $20 more to make sure that you're going to get like they call it a loose leaf version. And I asked them, well, what's the difference? And they said, basically, it just doesn't have the hard copy, but otherwise the inside of your book is going to be just like mine. I think they said it'll be 3-hole punched. You know, maybe you go buy a cheap binder if you need to, stick it in there, and there's your book, and you only paid $20 for it. So besides the MindTap. But regardless, I felt like it was a really good deal, and you have to have this book. So, and MindTap you don't get to keep forever. So that was the problem. I think you only get to keep what's in there maybe a year. So that's why I needed to make sure there was a way that you could buy the book. So okay, well that's the textbook. So great readings. I've actually used Ivy and Ivy. That's a husband and wife team. And then in the recent editions, they've added Carlos Zalaquet. But the Ivies have been doing counseling skills for years and years and years. They call it micro skills. And the reason is they break all the skills down to very simple pieces, the micro skills, and then you're going to practice them or learn them each week. And so it builds on each other. And then by like week 8 or 9, those skills all come together, and then you're using all those individual skills in like a counseling session. So it's kind of nice the way they break it down. And so I've been using their text for years. I love it. And so even though I've taught for years, I read the chapters each week right along with you. There's no way I can remember the examples and things like that if I don't reread. And then because MindTap is new, I'm going to be doing the MindTap assignments right along with you too. I want to get a feel for it. I'll have a sense for how long it's taking, and I'll have a sense for how useful it is. There's trial and error in everything, but just kind of bear with me. So MindTap, the nice thing is for this particular course, it's going to just kind of bring the material alive. There's going to be video that you're going to be able to watch, and different practice activities and assignments to get you thinking about what you're reading, so you're not just reading about a skill, you're seeing it and being encouraged to practice it yourself and thinking about, if the client says this, how might I respond? What's an open question that I might ask, or a paraphrase, and those are some of the skills you're going to be refining this semester. So I think MindTap's going to be great. I do have weekly quizzes too, because what I decided, I was going to have a midterm and a final, and they were going to be like a multiple choice based on your readings. But what I decided is to take that off your plate, but instead we're going to have weekly quizzes on your readings. And those are going to be in MindTap. They are timed. So what that means is, because you're going to hear me say this over and over, it's so important to read. I know it's hard sometimes, but especially in this class, you've got to read the chapters. So you read your chapter each week, maybe soon after, take the quiz. You get 2 tries. So I'm not even trying to make it super hard for you. I just want to be sure you're doing the reading, you're reading close enough that you're kind of getting the key concepts, you're taking these quizzes. The first try, it'll let you know what you've got wrong, and it'll even direct you back to the textbook, where to find the information. So then maybe you do a little bit review, come back, and if you need, you take it again. If you get 100 the first time, you don't even have to take it again. The best score out of your 2 tries is what's going to get reported to me. So anyway, that, and then like I said, there's some practice exercises too, which all have to do with your readings. So if you're doing your readings and you're doing well with that, it should help you to be successful. So the MindTap stuff comes after you've read your chapter. Okay. Let's see what else. So of course you have your syllabus. It tells you when everything's due. Especially your readings and things. And what I do each semester, it just helps me. I copy and paste the schedule from the syllabus onto a Word document so that I can print it. And I just like to just have this on my desk so that I could just quickly see what's going on each week. So you decide if that helps you or not. But anytime I'm talking on video, I'll probably have this in front of me. So again, it's going to show you discussion forums every week. That's going to have to do with your readings as well, and just your skills and how you're feeling. There's going to be some sharing, similar to what we did in the summer in the cultural course, but definitely related to your readings. And then again, MindTap every week is going to be for sure quizzes every week, and then depending on sometimes some video activities, sometimes what they call practice activities, which are a little bit different. But so that's going to keep you busy between your readings, your discussion, and MindTap. And that's why I decided no midterm and no final. I feel like you're going to be engaged the whole time, no matter what. The other thing is, so then we get to, what are, besides that, which is very big. Discussion forum is going to be 25% of your total grade. MindTap, all of those little activities, so the quizzes, the video, the practice, all are going to come together for 1 grade for MindTap, and that's going to be worth 25% of your grade. And then the other 50%, this is the big stuff, is you are going to be doing 2 videotapes of yourself this semester, once a little bit around midterm, a little bit later than midterm, and it's going to cover the skills that we learn in the first half of the course, which is in the textbook, and then you're going to do a final video at the end that's going to cover, again, the ones that are all the skills up to week, let's see, I'm looking at my schedule. The skills up to week 9, up to and including week 9. They're the like key skills for this course. That's what, if nothing else, when you leave this course, I as your instructor have to be sure that you've got a pretty good handle on those skills. And so that's what's going to be prominent in both of your videos. So even the video at the end is still going to focus on these they call them basic listening skills. That's what I'm going to be looking for. But then in your second video, you also will get to try out some of the newer, like more, they call them the advanced skills that we're going to learn after that first video until the end of the semester. So with the video is also going to be like an evaluation form that you're going to fill out, and it breaks down literally all the skills you're going to learn, and those same skills are what I'm going to want to see in your video. And so then you're going to evaluate yourself. You know, like it's one thing you're going to do the video and, you know, anything happens. You can have a plan going into that video, but I tell you, you're just going to have to go with your gut and go with what is natural, because you can't script your video. But it's okay that it might not be perfect. That's what the evaluation's about. That's your chance to watch your video and rate yourself. How did I do on open questions? How did I do on reflecting feeling? And you even have a chance to kind of say, man, I wish I just didn't pick up on the fact that my client was overwhelmed. I wish I had used that word. Well, on the self-eval, you have a chance to kind of then tell me like, okay, well, what would you have said? And it's a chance to tell me that. So the videos and self-evals, more will be coming. I'm going to post, I'm trying to think what I'm going to post. I guess just more details for the video. Because you're all at a distance, normally I would partner you up with a classmate. But I'm going to allow like you to pick your own client. But the thing that I'm going to be particular about is that it's not a family member. Ideally not even a good friend. Think about it. This is like summer. If you step outside your comfort zone just a little bit and work with somebody who's not like a close friend, it might be a little more stressful, but I promise you it'll probably be easier. Think about all that we know about our friends. So if we're trying to do this mock counseling session, I think you're almost going to have more in your mind, things that you know that they're not saying. I don't know, it just could be a little bit harder. So I'm going to encourage you to maybe find a close coworker, someone like that you know some about, but not so much. And then the topics are going to be pretty easy. I mean, I'm not expecting you to kind of talk to someone who's going through a divorce or something that's very aggressive. So, and these are just going to be like 15-minute videos. So it's usually something that students will be nervous about, and you should be nervous. I mean, it's tough. You are definitely challenging yourself this semester, but you're going to be so proud once you do it and you see the results and see your growth throughout this semester. So again, a little bit more details will come in our course in terms of the video. And I'll be doing video updates with you, so I'll be talking you through everything too. The last thing I have on my notes is just residency weekend. So this is going to be a semester where you have your first residency weekend. It's going to be an all-day Saturday, all-day Sunday. It's when we're going to come together with your cohort. Even though there's 2 separate classes, like I have 2 separate classes, you have your one cohort, the OA cohort or the OB. And O means online. So online A, online B. You're following the same schedule. The only time your schedule is different is week 10 and 11. I'm sorry, week 11 and 12. Everybody's videos do week 10, the first video, but week 11 and 12, you're not doing residency together. So one weekend, one of you is going to be at the residency and the other group is going to be doing readings for the week and vice versa. So you'll see that on the schedule. If you have questions about that, I'll clarify. But residency weekend, I think I'm still working out the details because again, this is the first time I'm teaching it like this and doing residency. But I'm thinking you'll share your videos in small groups, do feedback. We might have some case studies, just lots of practice during residency weekend with these skills and chance to bond with your classmates. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye.